start talking about anything else, that's us.
Or if there's community controversy about the project that they're working on or embarking on, we come in at that point in the process often to help make the community feel as if, they've been heard, ensure that there is buy-in on a project.
And that can happen within the leadership of that community also. I mean, if, your client has to, address issues from somebody else, we can help make a presentation to them also to make sure that they understand all the issues surrounding it.
A lot of times we're working in communities too that have really rigorous regulatory review processes. Carl just uprooted a little bit here is one of them. And, so if you're working in a community like that, you may or may not, an owner may or may not understand what they're about to embark on. Mm-hmm. And so we can come in and help steer that whole process, which can be very complicated at times and time-consuming.
I mean, specifically in terms of words, TIF districts, zoning, public participation, any of those sort of key words that the owner says, I got to deal with this public participation process, I got to deal with this zoning stuff, we have to have this economic analysis for the TIF district. Any of those sorts of conversations are certainly things that our team has the ability here in the firm to be able to help navigate through. One of the conversations John had with the mayor of Noblesville back late last summer was, well, I've got to prove to the council that this thing's economically viable and has some benefit to my community. Well, within 6 weeks of that, we hired Matt, and John was able to go up and ask the mayor and say, hey, I can do that for you. So, again, those would be sort of key words, and we've done that. We have proof of helping developers as well as municipalities prove to the public or help them through those processes with this team.
So here's a few other ones. Circulation, access, parking, right-of-way improvements, landscape, setbacks, any of these things we can sort of help you out with. I mean, even programming spaces, looking at the site, open space, and again, meeting facilitation. So, yeah.
One example might be a couple of years ago when we did the Lafayette City Bus Transit Center. It was in a neighborhood that the planning group had done a small area plan for, and the transit group said, okay, we need to make sure that we have buy-in from the city and the neighbors, and we had an interdisciplinary workshop with kind of our live design process, but we had 3 disciplines represented. Jackie helped facilitate discussions for how does this specifically